broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldrich. DA, take it away. Well, yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Porter at the small forward position. And for the Celtics, Tatum and Cantor together down low. Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. And it's Walker in at the point. Tatum's shot is off.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Kevin, last season there were a couple of glaring deficiencies for the Celtics. I thought they had a problem with shot selection. Too often I thought they settled for pull-up jumpers. They did not exploit their length to get into the paint, nor did they exploit their ability to get to the free throw line. And ultimately that really cost them.
The three, White, good.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Here's Walker. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their fourth try.
And so White will bring it up for Chicago. Carter kicks to Levine. White looking around. Right side, Markkanen. Over Tatum. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Levine. And with the Celtics last season, Doris, the league's lowest rate of free throws attempted and bottom 7 in offensive rebound.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They had a couple of players coming off of surgeries, knee troubles. Sometimes that can make you hesitant to mix it up on the interior. But boy, if you want to win, you've got to get to the free throw line and you've got to get to the offensive glass.
White finds Markkanen. Trying to get open is Carter. And there's the bucket from Markkanen. Markkanen's got his second basket of the game.
Have to give Markkanen credit there. Great job absorbing the hit on the shot.
Hayward, left side. No good on the three. Bulls have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Bean passes to Markkanen. And he banks in the layup. Markkanen's got 6.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Walker dishes to Hayward. Over Carter. Here's Cantor. The kick out to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. A second chance effort. Chicago grabs the miss. Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
White against Walker. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Porter against Tatum. Trying to get open is Carter, and he converts the layup.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. You know, Doris, I know your style of play at Providence was one of aggressiveness, out of instinct, out of smart, great skill. But I think you also have an appreciation for the players that are real scrappy on the floor.
What I love, Kevin, are guys who can influence the game without having incredible offensive skill. So a guy like Patrick Beverly, so a little bit undersized. But would you like to have that guy pick you up at 94 feet, be in your grill and in your face like he gives no quarter, he gives no concessions? If he were checking Kevin Harlan, my goodness, you'd have a long night.
That would be a torture chamber. I agree with you. Here's Ojale. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Dunn. And the 3 off target. Celtics trail by 5. And Thomas Satoransky against the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Celtics making a switch here. Langford's checked in. 1:43 left to play in the first quarter. Smart finds Williams. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Done against Smart. Pass to Hutchison. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Valentine shot good.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers, done showing great vision.
There's Langford, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down. And I just watched Romeo Langford. And guys, he looks the part in every way. Big, smooth, great change of direction, and he can flat out score.
Young with the ball. Williams picks him up. Young, right side. 6 to shoot. Here's Dunn. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Williams kicks to Langford. Puts up a 3. Hutchison with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 4. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Valentine, no good. And it's Smart with the ball for the Boston Celtics.
And Kevin, Marcus Smart dishing it well in that instance. We know he is a special defensive player, but how about that pass?
From 10 feet out, and the basket by Hutchison.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Count that one from Ogilvy. Ogilvy's got 6 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here.
Got it!
You did it!
He got it! What a shot!
Wow.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. It's Chicago up 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach, Brent.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Chicago right now, Thomas Satoransky is out there with Dunn. And it's Young. Then there's Valentine. And it's Hutchinson in at the 4 slot. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core. And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
Celtics. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Gordon Hayward comes in for Semi Ojeleye. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Langford. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Wendell Carter comes in for Valentine. Levine's checked in for Satoransky. And it's White in for Dunn. You know, Greg, defense a given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White with other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Brown. Chicago's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And it's Carter missing. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. To the inside. And Tice gets it to go. Tice has got his first bucket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's White. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. White's got his second basket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Smart goes in, and here's Tatum for 3. A rebound by Young. The Bulls leading by 10. Levine with it. Out to the right wing. White the pass to Young. Over Tice. It's Chicago with another bucket.
How about the confidence from Thaddeus Young? He is an effective in-between shooter. You've got to guard him.
Here's Smart. He can't hit that time. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Outside, Markkanen. And Tatum over to help. Back to Carter. Takes a 3. Rebound, Boston.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Oh, that's unbelievable. We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
What I love about Marcus Smart is every single trip up the floor, this guy is going to be in your grill, and it cannot be a pleasant experience to have this man guarding you.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Kemba Walker in for Smart. Porter's checked in for Chicago. Goes up off the inbound. Misses off the left iron. And that defensive pressure of Smart will wear you down, Doors, over the course of a game.
Kevin, it takes its toll because his combination of athleticism, strength, and motor makes him an absolute monster on the defensive end.
White against Walker. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
He hits both from the stripe. Well, one of the bigger names in free agency this past summer was Kemba Walker. A lot of teams, Greg, looking at him.
And rightfully so, Kevin. With Kemba, a point guard who is in his prime, he's an impact player who can hit big shots and is one of the more underrated stars in our league.
Takes the 3, connects from three-point range. Walker's got 11 points.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Williams comes with a double team. Markkanen finds Carter. Shoots over Cantor. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 3 assists now in this one. Walker against White. Walker's shot is off.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
White drives in. There's the double team with Walker. The jump hook, and it's White getting it to go. 8 points for him.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Kemba Walker. Shoots over Walker, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. White's got 7 points for the quarter. White against Walker. Here's Tatum. Carter pulls it in. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago. They've held a 12-point lead early. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, I like that mentality by Levine, taking it inside, mixing it up a little bit.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Williams. Shemi Ojeleye comes in for Tatum. And Langford subbed in for Brown.
You know, one of the things that Zach LaVine has worked so hard on is the ability to get to the free throw line. This guy has stated he wants to be one of the best to ever do it. Well, a great scorer gets to the foul line.
Markkanen passes to Hutchison. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Chicago. Their lead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second, and that's going to do.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Tatum and Cantor together down low. And it's Walker in at the 1 spot. That's the Boston 5. Carter with the bounce pass from 11 feet away. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Of course, you can't help but notice the teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get. Well, and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
Yeah, smart heads-up defense by Walker, setting up the break. He's so good at coming up with those steals without putting himself or his team at risk.
Count that bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. They've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. Young's shot is off. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Tatum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists now in this one. outside, Levine. Back to Satoransky. Bulls moving the ball around. Levine finds Young. To the middle, stolen by Kansas. Outside, Walker. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Satoransky. Count it. Satoransky's got his first basket. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Walker against Satoransky. Here's Tatum. Chicago grabs the miss.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Satoransky drains it from beyond the arc. Satoransky's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, a guy with that size from the downtown three-point area, no chance for a defender to alter that shot. Well, the big expectations for the Celtics going into last season never translated to the success many thought they would have. The vast majority of experts predicted that the Celtics would be in the NBA Finals. They were unequivocally, I think, the most disappointing team in the league. They just couldn't put the pieces together.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Endorse the depth of talent for the Celtics. In the end, it was their undoing.
100% right, Kevin. Too many players were unhappy about their roles. Too many guys felt like they could be doing more and could never adjust. As a group, trying to stay upbeat and connected with that amount of talent proved something the Celtics were incapable of doing. It draws more attention to the Warriors' sustained success. Their ability to make all that talent work was impressive.
The Bulls leading by 11. Now, here is Young. Five to shoot. Inside. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Langford checked in for the Celtics. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Smart misses. For Chicago, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Dunn passes to Valentine. Dunn outside. Back to Valentine. 4 on the shot clock. Over Williams, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Valentine's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls. Langford, the pass to Ojala. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Pass to Satoransky. Here's Hutchison, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Some changes for Boston. Daniel Tice comes in for Williams. And it's Jason Tatum in for Semi Ojeleye. Chicago also making some changes. Lowry Marketing comes in for Young. And it's White in for Satoransky.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Here's Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Pre-shot preparation and catch and shoot is important. Jason Tatum on point.
Smart against Dunn. 24 seconds left to play here in the third. And again, Chicago, no good. Celtics trail by 11. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's foul number 2 for him. Langford with it. Wide on him. They get it back. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Boston. The three from Valentine. Hands it from downtown. Valentine's got 5 points in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this one?
Boy, GA, how about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. We've got White. He's out there with Dunn. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Valentine. And it's Hutchinson in at the power forward position. Fires from deep. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Tatum finds Tice. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen, Greg, great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
There's the double team with Walker. Here's Hutchison. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Valentine. In the air, and the layup is up and in. And now it's a 12-point Bulls lead.
Boy, looked like the D was going to get to that shot, but what a job he did to change his release and get the lay-in.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've tried?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Williams. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Daniel Tice. The Bulls also changing it up. Carter, he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Porter comes in for Valentine. And Levine subbed in for Dunn. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
It's Porter outside. Rebound Boston. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. They need to avoid this. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Carter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. That's now 8 points for Wendell Carter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
White the pass to Porter. Trying to get open is Carter. The shot, no good. And it's Boston the other way. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. The shot's good from Kanter.
Well, the whole vibe is an unselfish nature with this team, and Jason Tatum being a part of that. Pretty pass.
Here's Carter, 11 feet out, and he hits it. And the Bulls lead by 10.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Hayward outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, don't let Gordon Hayward's polished offensive game deceive you about his athleticism. This guy drives with force to the rim.
Hayward hits them both. Here's White. The pass to Markkanen. Carter left side. Levine against Brown. Clock at 6. Here's Porter. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Well, you know that Porter believes he belongs in this league. His efficiency and shooting the ball with confidence in the paint. That's nice.
Walker against White. And it's Walker penetrating on his 15th shot attempt. He makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Well, this is where Gordon Hayward has turned himself into a dependable two-way player. How good is he at using his length to turn away these shots?
Brown, good.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Shots good by Walker.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Right side Markkanen. Over Tatum. Here's Carter. And Boston with the rebound. Panthers got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, Jason Tatum in a big moment. He is unafraid.
Chicago leading. On the wing, Levine. Here's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Big shot with time winding down. Clutch move by Levine.
Kemba Walker will be at the line shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so Walker nails both of them.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Brown against Levine. Looking for Markkanen. He gets it there. Got it.
And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height, the D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 5. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan player of the game.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
Oh, Kevin, Jaylen Brown with the big shot, proving hard work pays off.
White finds Levine. It falls.
This guy is big time, unafraid in the moments that matter most. Levine, big time.
Feeds to Hayward. It's in. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Exactly what you want from the talented Hayward, the kind of poise that makes him a big shot maker.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Here's Levine. Count it.
looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Here's Brown. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Boy, you have got to appreciate how hard Jaylen Brown goes. Amazing how he gets defenders to foul him when he's going up with his shot.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Chicago calls timeout. They're in front by 4. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're leading by 4. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Dunn. And so they foul intentionally.
Kemba Walker. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Chicago, Chris Dunn. At the line for 2.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Yeah, we're talking about the 5th overall pick in 2016, done with exceptional two-way talent. Some pundits felt like he could have gone as high as number 3.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And a wide open look for Walker. Busted. No good that time either. So the Bulls win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it.